Hi, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of your business diary, The Hustle, your go-to premium platform which offers visibility and reach to business owners, entrepreneurs, and of course investors alike, the opportunity to engage, interact, and drive the success of their business through meaningful conversation. I am Joshua Okata. On today's episode, our focus will be on Nigeria's solar potential with regards to the opportunities and challenges inherent within the solar or renewable energy space. And of course, I'm being joined by Mr. Ziggy Ibe, who is the MD Carbon 2 Limited, to have this conversation with. Hi, Mr. Ibe, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right, now let's go into our conversation. But first of all, I did like to know what exactly informed your decision to delve into this particular space of renewable energy. Was it about the flair, or was it about the profit, that you tend to get from it? What exactly was in for you?
Thank you. Every business is being driven by passion, by profitability, whether you like it or not, and some other factors that actually will help one achieve a success. And if you look at our area, the way it is being or configured in time past, it is about epileptic power supply. And not minding how we feel here, in saner climes, even if their powers are very stable and steady, they have other sources of power that actually will not want it be failed, because production is about energy. In countries where you don't have steady and durable power supply, production is dead. Okay, so as an evolving issue, and as we grapple with so many issues around energy, one will begin to look deep in to actually seeing if that problem could be solved. It might not be forever, but a near perfect approach to how certain things are done, and they will be done effectively. And this is how the thoughts start coming in, because if you look at it, our power supply, even in the studio here, at a point you find out that you just say don't go blank, go dark, and that situation is bad. In other countries of the world where electricity has been fully improved, you never would want to see that. It's not even a desire. It is a thing that must be there, because without it, development can never be achieved. Without it, production can never be completed. Without it, you can't achieve as much as you would have had.
So at the heart of it, you saw the gap, which is the epileptic situation.
All we were trying to do, or all I try to do, is to a kind of bridging the gap with other people who have found passion in it, other people who have found what I saw as a problem. Because power, energy is a problem in the country here.
That's true.
It's a problem. So there are no gainsay about it. So what happened is that we started looking at it, and at a point I said, okay, how do we go about this? So other countries in the world, energy as we speak, the truth is that it's not cheap. Energy is not cheap worldwide. Germany has a whole field kept for renewable panels where they tap into the sun kinetics. And if you watch it, it is about how to achieve the best into manufacturing.
All right. So having noticed all of these issues, were there some sort of entry barriers for you?
Oh, sure. The entry barriers most times is you might not have enough, because you must have enough cash to go into it.
So finance is an issue.
Finance is an issue, together with other things in the country that has become clogged.
Certification. What about certification?
Yeah, certification is not much. You can use your existing company to really float it. Yeah, but you actually need to tinker with the thinkings of the Energy Commission in Nigeria.
Okay.
They've been doing well. Energy Commission is doing well. The moment you are interested in it, they certainly would help you actualize it. But the major problem is financing.
So how did you scale that particular bridge?
Well, you have to meet friends and relatives, then maybe approach banks. You know, a bank is the last option you could have because they will not want to dabble into certain financial arrangement with you.
Yeah.
But it is equally achievable if actually you have that flair to do it. You know, but the major issue here is that you must have that interest in trying to gap up the energy has created, because it's a very wide gap. You know.
Now, Nigeria, as it were, you know, for a long time now has been grappling with, you know, epileptic power supply. So, looking at this particular space that you're dabbling into now, which is the renewable energy space. Now, what are some of the opportunities that exist within the residential, you know, the commercial, and of course the industrial sector?
It's endless. Opportunities in renewable energy community or the space is endless. Yes. I keep saying.
So how are you tapping from these opportunities?
Yeah, just to make ourselves very much available to anyone who wants to have it. Okay, energy is not cheap. I said it earlier, and the only disadvantage in having solar installed in your home, in your business, in any way is that the cost of installation. What it costs one to, because these products are not cheap. Talk about the batteries, talk about the panels, talk about the inverters, talk about other accessories that are associated with
where in these areas have you played, you know, majorly? Is it in the industrial space, the residential, or the commercial?
Residential, industrial.
Okay,
so yeah, you can't do one without leaving the other, because it is about graduating from the small space to a higher space.
So what has been the experience?
Installing in the homes of individual private homes, and then going to companies to actually install for them. These are projects. Whether you like it or not, it's a project, because it is big. The money sometimes doesn't come cheap.
That's true.
It doesn't. No installation is cheap when it comes to renewable energy installation.
So what has been the experience in this particular sector?
Wonderful. I wouldn't say Nigerians are not poor, but they need a steady power supply. Okay, it is a thing you need. Look, most times it's not luxury having light in your home. It's not.
To some extent, some Nigerians see it as a luxury.
Why it becomes luxury?
They see all sort of panels across the roof.
Why it becomes luxury is because the financial involvement.
True.
Apart from that, it's not luxury. Home needs light.
That's true.
And anywhere you come, darkness can never be equated or rated better than where you have light.
That's true.
Light is life. So the only disadvantage here is that you might not have enough financial war chest to actually go into having a steady power supply in your home. Okay, but be as it is, there are other segments of renewable energies that are cheaper now. You have a generator type that is so small.
So talk to us about what the average cost looks like for somebody to really gamble into.
From 500 upward, you can. But then, when we talk about 500, how many Nigerians can provide 500? They are grasping.
Are you saying 500,000?
Yes, 500,000.
Okay, that's the minimum.
That's the minimum. Yes, there are some generator type, energy generator type. They call it solar energy. That is so small. It's about 250. But then going into those ones cannot do much. They can only help you charge your phone, power small fan, and all that.
TV sets.
Those 250 cannot actually power your TV set to a certain hours.
Given the fact that electricity is a major form of production, whether or not you like it.
Whether you like it or not is about financing. If you can approach your bank, we've tinkered with so many banks, Access Bank and all that, where you create opportunities for customers of the bank to meet with their bank, discuss with their bank. We are vendors to some of these banks. So when they meet with their bank, the bank can pay upfront, pay certain percentage of the cost on behalf of that customer. Pay certain percentage of the amount. Then the customer can pay off what is left. Then I think the arrangement with the customer and the bank is just theirs. Ours is to install, then the bank pays off, then the customer either is split over time for him or her to pay off. So that is the little leverage that has come into it. So, and apart from that, you can save for it. You can save for it because in a home, you need light. Children wouldn't read without light. And the way it is configured now, in homes, you can't do nothing. You might graduate from the little installation to a higher one. There are some that can carry even your freezer some can carry you have iron, some can carry your coil-driven devices. Those ones are big ones. Okay, but with the little you can discuss with us, we can avail you.
All right. Now, I heard some people are talking about government putting their attention now on people who are going off completely from the national grid into renewable energy space to be able to power their own electricity on their own. Are there government policies, put in place to be able to, checkmate the practices so far, and of course look for ways to tax Nigerians on behalf of you tapping into the renewable energy space?
Even government itself has gone off grid. Okay. By March, I read yesterday, government will go off grid. Abuja, the seat of power, will go off grid.
Yes.
That project started last year. Okay, and you are in the media, so you know that so much amount of money was sunk into it.
Are we likely to see a situation where people will be taxed? That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not sure because
the national grid.
I'm not sure because it's optional. It is.
How do you mean it's optional?
It's not. It might not be a choice.
But this government is very particular about revenue generation, so they may likely look into that.
Well, unless it's gonna be government-powered company that provides renewable energy for the people. Unless so, because some individual might opt out of it. If I'm not interested, will you force me into it? No. So it's going to be optional, I'm sure. I don't know about how it's going to be run. But if I don't need renewable energy in my home due to cost, due to my lifestyle and all that, you wouldn't want to force me into it. There might be tax on those who would want to install, but not forcing people to install it. I'm sure. Because from experience, some homes wouldn't want the panel to be laid on their roof. And so many people don't own houses. So if a landlord said, you are not going to put anything on my roof, where will you put it? Are you going to create additional space for it? So these are some challenges, you understand? And that's why I feel it might not be a compulsory kind of thing. It might be optional. It might be an individual kind of thing where you really want to. Then you must think and bring your landlord or landlady into it, because the houses where you are occupying might not be yours.
That's true.
And the option of putting panel on the roof might not be a choice solely taken by you.
That's true.
So at that point you are out. So you might only be in having the smaller device, the one we call generator type. But that one will not provide enough power to your devices. So at that point you wouldn't be interested in having it. Though you might be interested, but you are limited by the choices around it.
All right, so we'll be going for a short break now, of course, and then when we return, definitely we'll be going into the profitability aspect where you as an entrepreneur comes in, and that will be shortly after this break. Please do stay with us. All right, thank you so much for staying with us. And of course, it's still the episode talking about Nigeria's solar potentials, the opportunities, and of course, the challenges within the renewable energy sector. And of course, we're being joined by Mr. Ziggy Ibe, who has been giving us so much about the challenges and of course, so many issues surrounding the sector. Now, let's talk about the issue of profitability, where you always want to be associated with as an entrepreneur. Now, talk to us. What are some of the key, revenue streams within this industry that you can actually tap into?
The place, the business community or the business sector is huge.
Yeah.
What I would like to introduce or say a little about the opportunity it has created for Nigerians.
That's true.
Okay, because it's one of the areas anybody can tap into. You go on little short course, like 3 months short course, 6 months, as you might want to desire, and you are there. In every is technically driven,
yeah.
Because most of the equipment, most of the thing you find out as the components are all technical
Elements.
yes, elements and materials.
Yeah.
So as such, you need to upgrade your understanding, whether you are coming from any profession or not.
Okay.
But is opportunity that is so soaked with having people in it.
All right.
So that has created so much leverage for Nigerians who actually want to delve into it. Yeah, you talk about profitability. I told you earlier that every business is being driven by how much you get from it. But that is not the key factor that could drive you, because one, you must have passion for a business you want to do. And such means that it must at least give you a little in your pocket.
Because no business, no matter how passionate you are about it, will put bread on your table.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So what makes people go into it? Because it is profit driven.
All right, so talk to us about the profitability. Is it in the area of just outrightly selling this,
No,
or you do installation and all that and all that? Where are the money coming in from?
It creates three areas.
All right.
There are people that sells
Directly to the customers.
directly to installers.
Okay.
It creates three areas.
All right.
The people that sells,
Okay.
I'm talking about sellers of the products,
Yeah.
the materials.
Yeah.
Those are the first opportunity it has created.
Yeah.
The second are the installers.
Okay.
People who go to homes, who go to companies to install.
Yeah.
And the third one are those who have the technical know-how to actually give you a visibility study about the product and what you need. For instance, if you, Mr. George, want to install a solar or solar products in your home, the first thing you do, or the first person you approach, is one who comes to take your energy audit. Energy audit is the one you go to the person's home and actually calculate the values of each items in that home. Now advise him on what to do. Either he wants to put all the equipment in that home on the solar, because the higher value of energy you put on the solar,
Yeah.
the higher you go, either by adding up the panels and all that. Same way you go buying inverters, because you must calculate all the energies, you must calculate the points, you must calculate the equipment and all that. So it creates opportunity for these three individuals, okay, who sells, who installs, and who has the technical know-how or what to use in your home. You don't go buying them, because you must calculate, you must know what you need. Your energy needs is what we go to calculate.
That's true.
We don't just, when you approach me now, Mr. Ziggy, we need this. All I'll tell you is that we must come to your home first to take our energy audit. That energy assessment gives us...
Does that come at a cost? That's where I'm looking at.
No.
It doesn't come at a cost.
Energy assessment doesn't, from my company, no. We come to your home on our own cost to actually determine what you need. Ask you a few questions. Are you going to put your deep freezer on the panels, on the solar?
Yeah.
Are you going to put your TV on the solar? Are you going to put your TV on the solar? Are you going to put your AC on the solar? And how many AC? How many fans?
Yeah.
How many TVs? How many bulbs? All these are called energy. We'll now come to the point where we'll now recommend to you what you need, having assessed all the equipment in your home. So it is at that time you now tell us, okay, I'm financially buoyant. I can take this, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. So all this brought together, then we'll now calculate what you need at this point.
Okay.
So at that point, we'll now come up with the values
Of what it costs.
all the costs, then tell you the equipment that you need. Okay, it is then we determine which inverter are you going to use. At that point, we determine how many batteries you are going to as a storage. At that point, we tell you how many panels you are needed. Other ones are just accessories around it.
So talking about the installation aspect, now does it come at a cost?
Oh, sure, installation cost, it has a fee on its own.
What's the
you
average?
go with your boys.
What's the average?
I can't tell you because I can't determine what you want to do. But let's, for instance, we install 2 panels. It's about 50,000 naira. Apart from buying your product, because we will give you the option of either you go to buy from areas or from people we recommend to you, because we have companies we buy from.
That's true.
You buy it, then we come to install it for you, and we call it logistics and the labor. You understand? Then one thing is very key, so I don't forget. Energies from solars are not generating. There's a generator that generates light for you. Okay. That one is alternating current. But this is a DC current. It's stored. Okay?
Yeah.
So from the stored power, that's where you tap into all the accessories at home. So the larger the storage of your battery, the better output you have and longer. I hope you get that.
That's true.
For instance, if I have 220 amps deep circle battery, what it will give me will be lesser than what 5 kWh battery, lithium, gives me. Because both stores energy differently by their volumes. So when you are using it, what 5 kW battery carries is far more than what 220 amps battery carries. So it's not generating. You're only generating kinetic energy via the panel.
Yeah.
When there's sun, and it converts it to electrical current that comes to your battery. And at that point, your battery stores the energy for you. So it is during the usage, the fan is working now, the fan is taking the energy from the battery. So it's not generating. It is a stored energy.
Yeah.
Most times people confuse this with, okay, what you install for me is not lasting.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not lasting because the energy you installed or you preserved during the sun kinetic process is on a smaller battery. So if you need something huge, big, you must have a bigger battery. So they aren't same. They are not same.
All right. So as we go home now, I want you to talk to us a little bit more about, the profit margin, at the very least.
You are interested in profit.
Because someone who might be watching you might see, a need to delve into this particular space, and then might be thinking, okay, if I go in, say 5 or 10 million into this business, how much am I expecting to get in the next 4 or 5 years in terms of ROI? So what would that be?
And what you do is to do your business feasibility.
Yes.
That's 1. 2, you must do a projection, business projection. From now to the next 5 years, being in this kind of business, how much can I get? I'm not a professional in that field.
Is location
very
also
important.
key?
Every business, not only in renewable energy,
yes,
location is very key. In every business, every engagement, every enterprising have to put into consideration location. Business location matters, the output and the production and the profit you are going to make.
So is this particular venture worth taking?
Yes, it's worth taking. It's worth taking if only you knew what you actually want to do. You don't dabble into it without not having no knowledge. No. You must have at least a minimum knowledge about what you want to do. Every business needs knowledge. Every business.
So going into this particular, phase, how much do you think reasonably one needs to put aside for this kind of
Is
venture?
it in the area of selling the accessories?
Yes, at the retail level.
At the retail level.
Yes.
You need up to 5 to 10 million.
Wow.
As a retail level.
Yes.
Retail where you got to tinker and partner with companies that bring this in.
Yes.
Good. That is strategically located, or maybe in a market like Alaba or so many other markets where your products can be seen.
That's true.
Okay.
Is it also factored into the 10 million, or 10 million is just for the product?
It might be factored into the payment, but you want to know how much those areas cost.
All right.
You can just stay in an
isolated area,
exclusive area and tell. Otherwise, you are going to tell, or you are going to do much of advertisement. Okay. But then at that, a installer don't need a dime to start off.
Really?
An installer, yes.
Oh, really?
An installer only need a little knowledge, a short course.
So you don't need to have a store somewhere on an office.
No,
where
an
people can walk in.
installer doesn't need that.
Just a call away.
An installer doesn't need that.
Okay.
An installer interface between the seller and a user. He installs. An installer might not be able to tell you what you need in your home, but he has a knowledge about how connections work. because it takes enough technical know-how to be able to connect from your battery to inverter, from your solar to inverter. Because inverter is the middleman between the solar and the battery.
All right. Now talk to us about the risk associated in this particular venture.
The risk is, every business comes with its own risk. And the risk is that you might not have those products sold as fast as you want them to leave your office. Okay? That might bring down some prices. Maybe this is purchased yesterday. Today, the prices had gone down. But you might be at advantage when the prices go up too. That's one risk. Another risk is that battery is a depreciated how do I call it? A depreciated element. Okay, it depreciates. Don't forget, what is stored in it is just cells.
Yeah.
So the cells could die
even while in your store.
Oh yes, it really depends when you sell them. The cells are depreciative because if they were not sold early enough, it needs constant charging. Every cell, even the motor car you use, needs constant charging. If you don't charge them for some time, it goes down to a level where it cannot come up again. So those are some of the hazards. You understand? So you must sell those batteries as early as possible because sometimes you don't know when they were produced.
That's true.
So the longer it stays without being charged to a particular level, the riskier it becomes keeping them in your office.
All right. So
that's one. Yeah. That's two.
Yeah.
Three, the installers might not get jobs as frequent as they will want to keep having them. Okay, because it is cash driven. And because of that, in fact, you might even give quotations and give quotations and give quotations and nobody is calling, but we don't pray for that. All so right. What is driving us is we need every light in every homes. Every home, we need light there. In fact, I don't like walking into a dark place. I don't. For the past 4 years we've been in this, I hate walking into a place that is dark. And I don't hesitate to tell the owner to install solar. So because we have no reason not to have light. Light is progress. Light is a blessing. Light is everything.
So for you,
God is light.
For every challenges, you see opportunity.
Oh yes.
Right.
Every dark challenges, I see opportunity.
All right, that's nice. So as we coast home now, because for someone who is watching, what is one word you want to part with?
Oh yeah. Don't be taken back by the cost of installing solar in your home. Make approach first. Move. Make it that item or device or that component you want to power in your house might not be as much as you think it will cost you to go off
the national
PHN grid.
Yeah. Because
we are not getting off soon. For the past 3 months in my area, we've not had light. And when others are crying, we are not crying. We are not. But that doesn't give me happiness. It's an opportunity for me to sell. It's an opportunity for me to introduce people to we can dish NEPA. We can dish whatever other sources of energy, you know. Because if I don't have light in my home for a few days, productivity is down. I wouldn't be able to have so many things done. You can't enjoy quality life. You can't enjoy quality sleep. Everything hovers around light. And that light is what, the gap is what solar has come to bring. It's unfortunate we're having solar this late. But it is better than never having it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ziggy, for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We've been speaking with Mr. Ziggy Ibe, who is the MD Carbon 2 Limited, sharing his thought with us about the opportunities and, of course, the challenges within. And for every challenge he sees opportunity. So why not, approach him one of these days to really look out for very simpler and cost-effective ways of producing electricity in your home. That's the much we'll be sharing with you on today's episode. Many thanks for watching, and also don't forget to follow us on all our socials. Still come your way same time next week. My name is Joshua Carter. See you next time. Bye for now.